Major moves. We going all in. Like we got nothing to lose. We making moves. We making major moves. We making moves. We making major moves. We making moves.
Welcome back to my channel. I want to thank you guys for actively deciding to spend time with me. I'm just a guy in a Spider-Man mask, a cool one I might add. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just providing information and content already on the internet, and I just read it and present it to you guys in a way that may reach you or may not reach you. Whatever the reason is you found my page, I'm grateful you're here, and thank you for spending time with me. Let's get into this. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. This is Mr. Man coming at you one more time. Today, I bring some exciting news. This is a study done by study done by the Journal of Central Banking Theory and Practice. And Ciendo is the, what are they called there? They are the printing company. Here we go, the publishing company. We achieve your publishing goal. That's who Ciendo is. As we go down, this here is only an excerpt. This is page 153 of 167. There's a lot over here. Here's another excerpt from it too. Architecture and infrastructure for governing information, security, and central banks. That tends to be the topic of most of my conversations lately, central banks. Very interesting. The study itself was done by Kafkas University out in Kars, Turkey. Let's just see what that looks like here. Here's the logo right here. Here's the university, a nice looking place, I want to say. There you go, there's a nice wide view of it. All right, let's jump into this. Again, this is a study between Ripple. They brought in Ethereum briefly, and between Bitcoin. The evolution of blockchain technology within the scope of Ripple and banking activities. I'm just going to bring you right to the meat and potatoes quickly. Conceptual environment. Throughout the present study, the money transfer system used in our country and in the world, Bitcoin and blockchain technology, and the negative effects of Bitcoin upon businesses have been explained within the scope of conceptual environment. Not my words. I'm reading this study here, done for these central banks there. Furthermore, the opportunities to be provided by Ripple showing performance in the field of banking by privatization, the same technological elements as Bitcoin have been considered. Probably hear my dog barking upstairs there. Jumping ahead. In Bitcoin system, gaining 51% of the system by one segment is called the Byzantine generals. Let's break it down now, which refers to the fact that some generals betray during a war and work for the benefits of the enemies by participating in their folds. So they're actually doing bad for their team, bad for their war, bad for their side. They're not bringing any benefit at all to the people they're supposedly defending. That reminds me of some people, huh? Well, they're three-letter agencies, SEC, yeah. The government and in any jurisdiction, actually. In this respect, Byzantine generals' problem appear as a matter in which some miners in nodes cooperate and gain 51% of the management. That was a study done by who? David Schwartz, Arthur Young, and David Schwartz, Young, I don't know who that is, and Arthur Brito in 2014. I haven't looked up Young yet and read his biography. The value of Bitcoin can increase and decrease instantly, as it has not been produced in exchange for a value, gold or silver, etc. Essentially, you have to keep selling it and buying it, selling it and buying it for it to have any value. So that is not a store of value. If you just hold it and harbor it, you're not bringing any value to yourself at all. There's nothing pegged to it. There's nothing that brings value to that chain. No value does that chain offer. The fact that one Bitcoin was traded for $12 in October 2020 and then $266 in April 2013 $1,240 in December 2013, and $339 in April 2014. And a free stock market draws an inconsistent graph. Look at those fluctuations. How are you going to store value in that? That's too wild. You can make money off of that, but you can't store no value in that. That's not a good medium of exchange at all. Bitcoin costing $13,854 on average during 2018 was traded for $10,000 in February 2020. 2 years later, when the matters mentioned above are considered, the currency of Bitcoin is found to pose great risk for businesses and banks and is thought to bring about damages rather than benefits. In this respect, the issue will be evaluated through Ripple, which will provide facilities for businesses and banks using blockchain. It's too sunny up in here, son. It's too sunny up in here. All right? Show them how you do it, Ripple. And will not create problems in terms of legal procedures. Will not create problems. Fry practice rationale bubble model for cryptocurrency. What is the rationale bubble model? Let's see. It involves making good decisions consistently, involves choosing options that have the best chance of leading to favorable outcomes while using your intuition may help. Applying a rationale decision-making model can be more effective. Learning what a rational decision-making model is and how to implement it can improve your ability to choose between alternatives at work. All right. So Fry practiced rationale bubble model for cryptocurrencies and detected bubbles in Bitcoin and Ethereum, while no bubble was detected in XRP. He explained that the reason why no bubble exists in Ripple stems from technological superiority of Ripple over Bitcoin. Of Ripple over Bitcoin. Look at that shit. Yo, I could totally make a song out of that. I didn't cuss. I started to, but I stopped. XRP can perform 50,000 transactions while Bitcoin can make 7 transactions. 7! Man, you know what you can do with that? Because I don't. And 14 for Ethereum in a 1 second span. When an increasing number of users is added into the inefficiency of Bitcoin and that's 7 transactions, there's wait time loss, and then it becomes, what does it say there? Time becomes indispensable. In other words, is your time worth your money? There is no central unit to be applied when an incorrect operation is performed in Bitcoin. You use it, you lose it, you're done. It is nearly impossible to get the money back when you've sent money to an unwanted person. Done. I've done that on a few occasions when I first got into this. While there was no systems to be addressed in other crypto, a firm named Ripple exists in XRP, in which the Bank of Santander and Standard Chartered make investments. The headquarters of this firm is in the USA. In the event that you perform an incorrect operation, it is possible to apply to the bank operating with Ripple headquarters and offices. So people like to be afraid of these things. Oh, why can they reverse things? Oh, Ripple's going to be scammy. They're scam. They work with the banks, all right? Banks need to be able to reverse things. If you make a bad transaction, that money needs to be able to go back. The bank is the intermediary. You don't need them, but they're the intermediary. I will not be using a bank. I will be my own bank. However, there will be people who have no idea what's going on or what happened who will be using banks. And they will need to get their transactions returned or reversed or sent somewhere else or a wrong email or whatever the case may be. In the present study, the banking actions focus on Ripple rather than XRP actions. In this respect, RippleNet provides fast and safe money transfer through contracted banks by working based upon blockchain tech. RippleNet is a solution partner that will provide benefits and opportunities for banks and businesses. An agreement was signed between Ripple, Standard Chartered, NAB, Mizuho, that bank, Central Bank, where are we? BMO Finance in Canada, CM Commercial, and Shanghai Haryu Bank. Essentially, the People's Republic of China, all right? The name of that bank's not important. For pilot schemes in September 2016. Where was it? 2016. Furthermore, an agreement was made between 10 financial institutions and Ripple in 2017. Conclusion. In transactions performed through the Ripple net, it will be avoided that the institutions are blamed for laundering and tax evasion due to transactions performed through Bitcoin. Thus, the business and institutions will not be discredited. Moreover, the incidence of tax loss and post-taxation will not exist since the states collect tax through banks. Essentially, they're stating, without telling you, I guess you have to decipher how they're stating it there because their English is not so great. Bitcoin is a speculative asset, and if you buy and sell or trade in Bitcoin, you are working outside the banking system. In a sense, you are money laundering because you are not working in accordance with the they call their payments acts that each jurisdiction would have. So you are essentially money laundering in speculative assets. It's crazy how that works because you can go, buy a 649, Lotto 649, Powerball, whatever you call those lotteries, and they have commercials on this. Dream big, dream hard. You can get what you want. But when it comes to investments, you have to make a certain amount. You have to be considered a accredited investor, and they need protection for that. Well, you can invest all you want in the lottery and blow it all and waste all your money. I'm glad these governments are here to protect us from ourselves. Yeah, go figure. Anyways, it's another one dropped by Mr. Man here. I appreciate you guys for coming by. Looking forward to seeing you on the next one. Easy.
Making major moves. We going all in. Like we got nothing to lose. We making moves. We making major moves. We making moves.